Hello, it's Margaret here. I think it's fair to say that most people wouldn't think that tapping on various parts of your body or fingers while focusing your mind in a particular way could help in the pursuit of excellence, but it does. I've worked with many people who've been pursuing their highest potential in sport, in business, in the creative arts, in academia, you name it. And I've been able to help them because although I don't know about the technicalities of their field, for instance, I've worked with professional golfers without knowing all that much about golf. But what I do know a lot about is what is often called the inner game. Because we all recognize that beliefs, attitudes, behaviors, emotions, past experiences, all that internal stuff either support us or hinder us in the pursuit of what we want to achieve. And this is where my passion, emotional freedom techniques, otherwise known as tapping, because you tap on specific meridian points on the body, really comes into its own. It's scientifically backed, and even the NBA has discovered it. I read a whole article on that once. There are two different situations you can use it in. You can use it along the way to work on any invisible walls, that internal resistance to your success that shows up as self-doubt, fear of failure, procrastination, and the past experiences that hold you back. And you can also use it to address whatever is happening in the moment. For instance, you might have stage fright or pre-race or pre-game jitters. You might have heard the term the yips, which seems to be particularly referred to in golf, but it could be any sport where you suddenly lose the ability to execute a skill that you're really accomplished in. It's very frustrating. And you can actually tap in real time to dramatically reduce stress and anxiety and get your confidence back. I used to tap on the way to exams and certainly before giving presentations or running a workshop. So tapping works through the amygdala in the midbrain, and it calms the flight-fight response and reduces the levels of circulating hormones such as cortisol in a way that can and has been measured in studies. It's actually quite dramatic. This takes you out of the sympathetic nervous system response and into the parasympathetic, which relaxes you, helps you regain focus and confidence, brings about sharp thinking, better decision making, and helps you to enter into more of a state of flow, or that way of being called the zone, which everyone craves. It's a great place to be, where you can have improved performance no matter what the pressure. So you're literally rewiring your nervous system in the moment of greatest stress. What a gift. Away from the front line, as it were, EFT can help you to uncover and shift deep-seated beliefs about yourself, about your identity, that are undermining, that constantly sit there driving your behaviors, sometimes in your awareness, and oftentimes right outside of it, I find. Things like I'm inadequate or not good enough, I always crack up under pressure, it's not safe to be seen or heard or be successful or make a lot of money. And all the fears, all those fears of being judged, criticized, failing, falling short, stuffing up, and especially being embarrassed or humiliated. And it's really important to examine where our limits are. Can we allow ourselves to receive that, the amount of success, goodness, money, satisfaction that is what is driving us. Gay Hendricks espoused the idea of the upper limit problem, and that is something which absolutely needs to explore. You know, can I have more than this? I find that usually there are past experiences, most often from childhood, that need to be processed in order to increase the capacity to self-express no matter what area it's in. I've supported performers, two people in particular, to put out their own music albums, such a joy. Others to up their career with new jobs or promotions, or to make that all-important presentation or impression at an interview. I've worked with a zillion small business owners to release the internal blocks of their business success, including my own, with students tackling PhDs, even a share trader, and still others who are wanting to excel in a range of sports at the highest level: golf, cricket, touch football, even dragon boat racing. You can see the range. You certainly need the skill set, and of course you can use EFT to work on that. And even more powerfully, when you release the internal limitations, which EFT is so good at doing, used in the right hands, of course, like my good self, you're freed up to express yourself to your capacity, which is what brings that sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that we all want. So I do hope that you're inspired to really put EFT to work in supporting yourself in your endeavours to succeed and excel. Lots of tapping to be done, and I wish you every success.